This, ladies and gentlemen, is a small boy. He doesn't know anything. I, on the other hand, went to college. I declared a major. My balls have dropped.
The day is young.
By now, a small crowd of people have formed. Come on, everyone. I want to show you this thing called recycling. It's a ton more work, but at least the people who run it for the city are really mean and petty.
Everyone cheers and follows Speck off stage, leaving Suggins alone looking despondent. Obviously, as they leave, Travis and Schrappers take their place.
Well, I'd say that our young protagonist is in a whole dollop of trouble.
Hey,
Our Jewish friends might say a smear.
we don't have any Jewish friends. Not since Solomon Rosenfeld moved away.
I miss Solomon Rosenfeld.
Hey, we all miss Solomon Rosenfeld.
But alas, the brief
Wrong.
pogrom phase that the town went through in 1907 didn't really help anything.
We didn't make him feel welcome. You know, mea culpa.
It was probably best for Solomon that he hightailed it out of here while our regrettably suggestible population was distracted.
Shiny lights are shiny lights. I don't care if you're a brainstem simp or a bachelor of the arts. We all have to stop and take notice.
Do we though?
We do.
Oh, yes.
This next scene is a fun one. It's called the conspiracy scene.
That's enough. Let them figure it out on their own.
I have no faith in their ability to do that.
Let them fail, then we can ridicule them.
Suggins enters from off stage, looking rumpled and shaken. He approaches the radio on a stand and turns it on, pacing while he listens. Hiram Heath appears in an isolated corner of the stage.
The Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Good evening. This is Hiram Heath with news on the Mississippi senatorial election. With just 1 week remaining before the election, Union leader Rollo Speck and child phenom Ephraim Suggins are in a dead heat, each projected to earn 50% of the overall vote. Since most voters are pretty well decided, it's a safe bet that it would take something big to sway the election in one way or the other. Something huge. I cannot stress this enough. Something...
Suggins switches off the radio impatiently just as Arnold enters from off stage.
Ephraim, you wanted to see me?
Arnold, yes, I'm gonna need you to shoot me.
Like, with a camera? One of those old-timey, current-day cameras?
No, not like a camera.
Surely it's one of those moving cameras then. Do we have talkies yet? I certainly can't be sure.
No, not like a moving camera either.
Surely it's still a camera then.
We went over this. I feel like you're sort of being deliberately obtuse.
I can't just shoot you with a gun.
That's the best part. You can. We know it's possible. We know it twice.
You're my cousin.
Yes, and we're extremely close. You were the first person I asked. Well, second, I asked that guy who fixed the World Series to help me. You know the one, the cufflinks made of teeth. His plate was full at the moment, but on the plus side, there's going to be a really sensational blimp crash in a few years.
I have a feeling I don't want to know anything about that.
Well, neither did I, but here we are. Now, what do I have to say to you so that you'll shoot me?
I wouldn't even know how.
Well, it's hardly difficult. Just ask Booth or Cato or... No.
Shogosh.
Shogas.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Oh,
That's you.
is there any way that I can get out of this? I think getting shot twice is plenty.
Yes, but 3 has that ring to it.
Look, you're pulling neck and neck with Speck. Hey, that rhymes.
Damn it, Arnold, focus!
Look, I just like when things rhyme, okay?
I take it you aren't going to shoot me.
Think of it this way. I owe you 1 career-boosting shooting. Do you really want it now?
Yes, I want it now.
I have a better idea.
Arnold reaches into his pocket and pulls out a piece of paper. He hands it to Suggins, who reads it, eyes widening.
Is this for real?
Rollo Speck was arrested at a highway rest stop with a 13-year-old girl. Caught in the act. No plausible deniability.
How do people not know about this?
Because it happened in Bavaria.
Oh, so a fictional place. What good does that do?
It's Germany. Come on, man. You're going to be a U.S. Senator.
Is Germany in the U.S.? didn't think so. So how did you come to possess this information?
Ephraim, I'm a reporter. Once in a while, when you're not threatening to cut my head off, I track down leads and report the news.
Gee, sorry, I just... Don't get your butt lips all riled up.
I'm saying you can use this piece of information against Rollo's spec, instead of just getting shot again. You're just a little boy. It's bad for anyone to get shot multiple times, let alone a small child.
I do spit up blood most every day. Also, I've been having dreams about screaming acid snakes in my belly.
Trust me, let's run a smear on spec. Also, I have no idea how to use a gun, so I'd probably miss. Also, what if I didn't miss, but I hit you in the head and accidentally killed you? Also, I would go to jail for sure in any of the above scenarios.
Hard no, is what you're saying?
Ephraim, you're my kin, and I love you like a man loves a baseball glove. But I'm just a reporter whose real passion is animals with inflamed genitals. I know nothing of gunplay. That's great. Sorry.
I suppose you're right, cousin, and this business about spec is top-notch. Statutory rape has gotten me out of so many jams that I've lost count at this point. God damn it. No, I haven't. It's helped me out 8 jams. 9 now.
Ephraim, I met someone who says he's your brother. I didn't believe him. Your brother is dead, right?
Yes, dead. What? He gets more dead every day.
So I should tell this guy he can't meet with you.
If he's alive and my brother is dead, then he can't be my brother, can he?
He sure seemed to think he was.
The world is full of crazy people looking for a handout. Why not, like some people would say that we're related to Jesus of Nazareth if it meant an extra penny.
He turns once again to go.
Look, I have an opponent to smear.
Why do you wear bricks under your shirt?
Arnold, already walking, clearly bristles at that question, but quickly regains his composure and exits the scene. Arnold lingers for a moment.
Ephraim, do you know that you didn't answer me?
He follows Ephraim off stage as Travis and Schravis briefly sweep through.
I send them both. You can't talk now. Time for the anti-spec rally. You approach me, asshole!
The two men exit stage. There's a large crowd surrounding the podium. All the usual suspects are there. Flora is in front, leading the way. She hops onto the platform where the podium is and begins to take control of the crowd.
Look, if you're here to see Ephraim Suggins, I'm going to need you to be orderly. Now, you see this invisible line in front of me. Everyone needs to stay behind that line at all times. Remember, my husband has been shot twice, and he's very frail. So let's just all keep that in mind.
You just cut his hair and pass around pieces of it. We wouldn't even have a conversation.
I've still never seen the boy's blood. Prove he's not a demon.
I'm not going to stand here and attempt to prove that Ephraim Suggins isn't a demon. Why don't you prove he is?
Can't.
What?
He's probably not a demon.
Way to back down, Todd. This is why I hate joining angry mob with you.
Probably not. We have no evidence.
Well, don't tell them that.
Without further ado, here he is, the next junior senator from Mississippi, Ephraim Suggins.
Yeah.
What do you think, everyone? Should we go ahead and win this election?
Suggins makes a gesture with his hands as though he is telling the audience to quiet down.
Now, I have an important message for y'all. Y'all know my opponent, Rollo Speck. There's no need for that. He's run an honorable campaign thus far. And just because he sees things a bit differently than myself is no reason to accuse him of being a scumbag. And by the way, I mean the modern usage of scumbag, not the antiquated and helpful usage.
He scans the crowd.
Where's that cousin of
He
mine?
finally looks behind him and pulls Arnold out of the crowd.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, my cousin Arnold Reston.
Arnold smiles and waves sheepishly as the crowd applauds.
Now, Arnold is a reporter with the Dink City Informant. which you may remember as the paper that helped the local police catch the tickler back in 1858. He helped me dig up a bit of information on our friend Rollo Speck that I think may interest you. You see,
Suddenly, Arnold covers the mic with one hand.
Wait,
Suggins is obviously furious, but has to keep smiling.
what the hell are you doing?
We don't need this. We can win without this.
Luckily, we don't have to.
This isn't you. It's slimy.
Slow as statutory rape.
That story will come out on its own, or it won't. Either way, you got this. You can win.
You are completely fucking this up right now. I just want you to know that. I am livid.
Please, don't use it. If our kinship means anything to you, take the high road for once in your life.
When we get off this stage, the first thing I'm gonna do is open up your neck. I'll give you a head start of 0 seconds. Then I'm gonna just start fighting.
Had it, Ephraim. The cover-ups, with the wheeling and dealing, with the threats of violence.
Good news, as long as there's no longer threats.
He violently shoves Arnold aside and regains control of the mic. Arnold storms off, possibly shaking his fist.
Anyway, as I was saying about my opponent, Rollo Speck.
Suggins keeps talking, but is no longer making any sound as Travis and Travis pass through again.
And right there that day, despite the warnings of his friend and cousin Arnold, you'd better believe that Ephraim Speck's sported secrets spilled.
Say that 10 times fast.
I will not.
Of course, in the light of this new information, voters flocked to the side of Suggins as he was now considered to be the morally upright candidate.
Some world.
Isn't it?
Suddenly, Hiram Heath appears just to the side of the stage, microphone in hand.
Kevin.
Cool. Hello, I'm Hiram Heath here with the Smile Guy Radio News Hour, sponsored by Gravelson's Tooth Cream. Now,
Ma, Pa, and me were pinned by that tree. You could have tried to free us.
I was a little boy. I did try. I tried so hard, Willsby, but I was just a little boy.
You're still a little boy, and look what you've done.
I couldn't free them. Any of them.
You didn't try. You walked away with a smirk on your face. I'll never forget that. You were smiling.
I had to sneeze.
Nobody looks like that when they're about to sneeze.
What, you've seen everyone in the world?
It's time, Ephraim. I'm going to kill you just like you killed me.
I'm ready to meet my God. He has horns and several rows of teeth.
Goodbye, brother.
A final shot rings out and Ephraim Suggins slumps over, dead. Suddenly, the door opens again and Arnold bursts in.
The police are outside! What the hell is going on in here?
He then notices the dead body of Ephraim Suggins.
It's